News, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. For God TV, with check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. For God TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. For God TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. For God TV, located.
Welcome viewers, wherever you are following our broadcast. This is how I'd like to officially welcome you to Inside District number 13 on the District Premium platform, Foca Online TV. On Inside District number 13, we bring issues as it unfolds within the district. We place premium emphasis on issues District number 13 is confronted with. On Inside District number 13, we afford the opportunity to market dwellers, street vendors, keke riders, taxi drivers, school principals, school proprietors, students, and the disadvantaged youth. I am your host, Mohammed Kanneh. Join us every Thursday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Inside District number 13 on Foca Online TV.
Foca TV. Bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. For God TV, with check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. For God TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. For God TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. For God TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Foca.
All right. A pleasant way to welcome you after a very long break. This is how I'd like to welcome you to today's edition of the program, Inside District number 13. It's been a week. Not been around, not been on the microphone. But this is how I'd like to say a happy belated Christmas to all of our Christian brothers and sisters around the globe. And we have just less than 5 days to go to the new year, to enter 2024. By this time, whosoever person you are, it is about time that you start to draft your resolution for next year. And as soon as we get into next year, you start to see how best to achieve all of those things you catalog in 2023. Start to ask yourself all of the questions. What did I achieve? All of those goals that were set, did I achieve those goals that I set in 2023? That is the bigger question you should be asking yourself before getting to 2024. Or howbeit, we're going to rumble through the issues that matter to the growth and development of our country. There are a lot of things that has been happening in our country. Too many things happening in our country while we were off the radio, while we were off our online platform. There are too many things. So we will make a sense of it. We will place a spotlight on those things that happen within the country while we were not on this platform. And you who are the viewers and listeners can make your own analysis of it by placing in your calls on our station number. So how be that is it? Let me lower down the music. All right, so wherever you've been following us from and wherever you're following us from, this is how I like to say. I like to say good evening, good morning, good afternoon, based on your geographical location. I like to welcome you to this edition of the program inside District number 13, where we place premier emphasis on issues District number 13 is confronted with, and we try our possible best to have a chit chat at the national level. So that is it. We're going to be making sense of we're going to be making our own analysis on issues that matter to the growth and development of this country, where we will first start with district number 13, because the program covers the name inside district number 13. This program bears the name inside district number 13. So we will talk about issues the people are confronted with within the district, and then we will rumble through the issues at the national level. So you don't just want to miss it wherever you are. And I ask you to just tune into the Focal Online TV via our Facebook and YouTube page, so you can get us live and clear. All right, so there are a lot of things been happening in the country. We we're gonna start with district number 13. Despite this program is it's all about issues relating to district number 13, we will first start with district number 13. Um, while we were absent, there are things that happen within the district, and we thought it was that upon our return, we have to we have to place a spotlight on these things. We have to talk about it. So so this is it. So this is it. In September of this year, September 27th, I covered the program where Representative Edward Papi Flomo launched his official campaign. That was the official campaign closure of Representative Edward Papi Flomo, who is the incumbent of our district. And on that particular day, there were other media institutions that provided a live coverage on that occasion. And he made a promise to the people of the district that once once they gave him another 6 year mandate, once another 6 years mandate has been given, or when the people decide to give him another 6 years mandate, he gonna ensure he work at the will and pleasures of the people who elect him, of the people who went to the pool, who went to the ballot box to overwhelmingly elect the overwhelmingly elected Representative Ella Papi Flomo. Now, the thing here is this: Representative Flomo, you promised the people that whatsoever decisions you will be making up Capitol Hill, you're going to get back to them. We still have that recording, we have that excerpt where, through the course of the conversation, we will ask our producer to play that excerpt where you stood on the Iron Factory Sports page. You make a promise. You made that promise to the people of District Number 13 that once you are re-elected, you want to make sure you go back to them, you have a town hall conversation, you ask them for their views. What are their views? How do they think you can make a better representations on their behalf at the 55th National Legislature? But on the contrary, to have seen your signature, not just your signature, but to have heard, to have listened to you on several occasions that yes, you support the speakership of Representative and incumbent Deputy Speaker Jonathan Fonati Kofa. I'm not against you supporting Representative Jonathan Fonati Kofa for the speakership of the 55th National Legislature. No, I am in no way against you on that. But my issue here is where I think the people the people mandate should have been respected. The mandate the people gave you and the promise you made to them that as soon as they give you the position to lead them, to represent them at the House of Parliament. Because you know the thing there is every one of us, over 30,000 in Cleveland, over 30,000 residents within the district, over 30,000 constituents within the district cannot go to Capitol building and sit in that office. That is just a single office. Everybody cannot go there. Everybody does not have the means of going there due to the way in which our constitution was drafted, was crafted by those people who placed who put the constitutions together, who put the Liberian constitution together. So they told the wise and said, we would come up with this policy where you will have one person representing each of the districts or counties within the Republic of Liberia. And then you were privileged. It is not all right. It is a privilege over the numbers of people that contested. The people saw you as the person to represent them. And you haven't gone far. You have started thwarting what the politician can say, thwarting the debate. You have started missing your words. You are not living by those promises. You are yet to live by the promises you made to the people by telling them you will come back to them to have a town hall conversation with them, by telling them you're going to come to them to have a town hall conversation with them, to ask them what do they make of certain decisions that supposed to be made at Capitol building. But when you sign a resolution, you pen your signature to a document. And as we speak, you are the deputy company chair for the speaker position. You are the deputy company chair to incumbent Deputy Speaker Jonathan Fonati Kofa, who is vying for the speaker position at the House of Parliament, at the House of Representatives. That is a serious deception on your part. You shouldn't have done what you did because you promised those people who are your constituents, you promised them that once you are re-elected, you're going to come back to them to tell them that this is what we are about to do up Capitol Hill. What is your recommendations? What can we do? You're supposed to come back to them the same way in which you promised them that yes, once you get to the position you are re-elected, you will come back to them and ask them what decision do they think is in the best interest of the district. But on the overall, you did not do so. So it is just a caution that the next one that you might have an intent of doing something else different, whether there might be another process or processes before you as a representative. We believe the promise that you made to those people, you have to come back to them, have a town hall conversation, get the views of stakeholders within the district, get the views of the young people. There are a lot of young people, some other young people in this district. You have the district youth council, which is the DYC. You have the development council. I mean, you have the DDC, the district development council. Come to these people, have a conversation with them. Whether it is a town hall conversation, call them on, call them on a round table, have a town hall conversation with them, ask them all of the questions, put the case before them, let them be able to tell you, Mr. Flomo, this is why we want you to do up capital building. But you cannot go there and make a decision all on your own when you have promised the people that once you re-elect me, I go to the capital building, I'm going to make sure and do this in your interest. Before I make any decision, I will come back to you. Just the first step, the decision on you signing the resolution to support Jonathan Fonati Kofa in keeping Representative Jonathan Fonati Kofa, who is the current deputy speaker, who is also vying for the position of speaker at the House of Representatives. We think that is unfair to the people. You cannot continue to do this to the people. We haven't gone 6 months. We are here to go 1 year. And then you have started slipping. Representative Flomo, we are here to remind you on the promise or the promises you made to the people during campaign period. You have to live up to those promises you made to the people during campaign period. So that is it. Those of you who are watching, you can tell him, we are not against him. If people who are in his office or who are in close proximity to Representative Flomo think we are against Mr. Flomo, that is a blatant lie. We are not against anybody in this country. If you do the right thing, we will say it. If you do the wrong thing, we will say it. We go out there, we see it. Once it is okay for our country, once it is okay for the people in the district, we will sit on this microphone, we will sit on this platform and appreciate you for the stance you took. But if it is wrong, we will come here and call you to checkmate you. So those of you who think within your mind that, oh, Foga TV, they are not in the interest of Representative Flomo. No, we don't have interest. Get this straight. If you are a person who been having this in your mind that we on this platform, we are this institution, we have interest in certain people, get that off. We have zero interest in anybody. We don't go for people, we don't attack you. No. We do not go for people. We do not attack anybody. This is not the essence of the media, to attack people. No, that is not the essence of the media. The essence of the media is to report what they have seen, what they have on hand, to report a credible and independent news. That is the essence. So for those of you who are thinking that we are here in the name of bashing whosoever person that we want to bash, that is wrong. We have no intent of doing something else bad or maligning the character of anybody in this country. We have no interest in doing such. We believe this is an independent media institution. We are operating by laws that governs the press in this country. So that is it. Another thing, there is a company in the district called Brighton, which is the national paint industry. Brighton. This company been in existence for a decade. They had been in existence for a decade, and they are still operating in this country. You cannot say you are a company operating within a vicinity, and then there are a few things you're supposed to be doing. You are not doing that. We are still corroborating our informations from our sources, And the moment we come to the conclusions, we come to the conclusion of the corroborations of our informations, we will sit on this microphone, we will inform the public. Now, Brighton, there are a lot of employees at that company where they don't have identification card. That's the first thing. You put employees at risk. That is something we think we should be talking about. We should sit here and say it. Um, Last week, two employees met me. Two employees from the national paint industry along the Japan freeway met me last week, and we have a conversation. They said to me, "Kanneh, there are issues." And then I asked them, "What are the issues?" They said, "We are working at Brighton. We are not comfortable with the environment. There are certain things that people are doing to us. We are not okay with some of these things that people are doing to us there." And then I asked them, "What is it?" Some of them said to me, "We don't have identification card. Some of us, we have been with that company for 5, 6 years. We are yet to get employment letter. The company does not have a human resource officer." Are you killing me? A multi-million dollars company in this country does not have a human resource officer. Those guys at that company must be joking, because if they think we will sit here, we will sit behind this microphone, we will sit in this country and allow them to treat our people the way in which they are treating our people. Human resource officer, you're supposed to have a Liberian heading that position. Sadly, you don't even have a human resource officer at your institution. And then you want us to sit behind this microphone and choose not to talk about it. I don't beg anybody for fame. I don't beg anybody for fame because there is time and there is season for everything in life. So if any one of you will feel like Brighton, the management of the national paint industry, will come over and say, "Kanneh, you have to let this go," they will be joking with themselves, because I won't listen to them. Our brothers deserve employment letter. You cannot get people in the company for over 3, 4 years. They are in the company, they are working with you, and then you cannot serve them unemployment. Some of the guys, they have spent more than 4, 5 years. They don't have identification card. You put them at risk. In the event, some of these guys, they are going out. Something bad happened to them. How do you locate this person? How do you find people who are in close proximity to this person? Identification card is very much important. I'm one person who, everywhere I travel, everywhere I go, I have all of my ID with me. My school ID card, my work ID card, my citizen ID card, even my voter ID card. I have everything with me because I don't know what might happen. I don't know what's going to happen ahead of me. While heading somewhere else, I don't know what might happen along the way. So once I have that identification card with me, I have my phone with me also. That these are means by which people can locate you. These are means by which people can say, "Oh, this person belongs to XYZ community. This person belongs to XYZ institution. This person work at this institution." But it is not that way. It is not happening at Brighton. The brothers, those who are working there, they are complaining. The management have to see reason to give our brothers an employment letter. It is overdue. This is something where we're going to sit on this platform if it costs us to continue saying this thing. For the next 6, 7 months, we will sit on this platform. If the management of Brighton don't wants to be in the news for the wrong reason, let them do the right thing to be in the news for the right reason. Failure on their part, we will take them to tax. We will sit behind this microphone and call on the relevant state authorities to do the needful thing. We'll move to the next talking point. Um, yesterday evening, firstly, there are a lot of controversy as it relates to Frank Mossadin's appointment. The president of the Republic of Liberia has the appointing power and the dismissal power. He appoints and he dismisses. That's why the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia gives the right to the president to appoint and dismiss. It is upon the House of Senate to do the right thing, or they should not do the right thing. Frank Mossadin's Frank Mossadin's appointment or nomination to the position of Associate Justice at the Supreme Court squarely rests on, his confirmation rather, his confirmation squarely rests on the House of Senate. It is the House of Senate that will decide whether he's going to be confirmed or he's not going to be confirmed. It is the House of Senate that's going to decide upon that. So we look up to the House of Senate making an informed decision of whether Justice Minister Frank Mossadegh will be confirmed at the House of Senate, whether he's going to serve on the Supreme Court bench. Because as you may be aware, 2018, President George Weah appointed Justice Joseph Nambe. Joseph Nambe was a former senator in Sano County. He was appointed 2018 to serve the position of Associate Justice after Cabinet Janet left. Not just after Cabinet Janet left, after the impeachment of Associate Justice Cabinet Janet from the Supreme Court bench. So, and then that was how Joseph Nangu, who was a senator of Sano County, was appointed to that position to serve on the Supreme Court bench. And now, due to some illness, we listened to some family members. They said his illness started when he was at the Liberian Senate, and then he's ill right now. So due to some illness, he was so due to some illness, he cannot continue being an associate justice on the Supreme Court bench. So the president has thought it was to grant him a leave and then nominate Frank Mossadegh. So it is upon the House of Senate to make an informed decision, to come up with an informed decision whether we will confirm the president appointee or we will not confirm him. It is up to the House of Senate. And to Commissioner Stanley Wright, you have been doing well. To be frank, there are a lot of people who have occupied the position of township commissioner in the township of New Georgia. Some of them have done what they were able to do, and other people will come. They will do more than what Commissioner Stanley Wright is doing in the New Georgia township. But there have been a lot of issues. There have been a lot of rip and roll. There have been a lot of people who are conversing for his removal, and it is upon it is the decision of the president-elect Joseph Nima Boyka to dismiss and to appoint right after January 22nd, 2024. Former Vice President, who is now the President-elect, who was certificated yesterday by the National Elections Commission of our country, will be sworn into office. And it will be upon him to say, Mr. Stanley Wright, thank you for the time you served for. You have to go. I have another person who can do better than what you are doing, than what you have done over the past time. Commissioner Stanley Wright has done a lot of good things. I don't support anybody. If you do the right thing, I say it. If you do the wrong thing, I come behind this microphone and then I will say the same thing. So Commissioner Stanley Wright has been doing something very much tremendous. Has been doing tremendous things within the district, within the township of New Georgia. I don't remember any time where former Commissioner Louis K. Wheeler took the principal streets of the township of New Georgia to say he is carrying on sanitation within his township. In fact, the place where Louis Wheeler was operating as his office was in a deplorable condition. That office was a place where even if you go there, you are smelling feces and urine at the back of his office. There where you used to have some of the office staffs going to urinate, going to release feces out of their body. There where you used to have that man sitting to run the affairs of the township. Commissioner Louis K. Wheeler never had the time to say, let me reform, let me re-strategize to see how best I can give my office a fitting look. I can make my office beautiful. I can beautify my office. He couldn't do it. He did not do so. Over 5 years, he served that position. In fact, I am even underestimating. Even in fact, I am even knowing the number of time. The years he served for. Former Commissioner Louis K. Wheeler served served the township for over 7 years. He couldn't get a befitting, a beautiful office to run the affairs of the township. Today you have Stanley L. Wright. He's doing his best. Despite there might be other issues, but he is actually doing his best. He has done tremendous work in the township. We go to the Stop and Creek Bridge. He took the initiative to paint that entire bridge, to paint all of the irons along the bridge. He took the initiative. He, along with other young people within his office, they took the initiative. There are bus stops he built, and the other bus stop I have seen so far is the one that is situated at the Topo Village Junction, where that bus stop is nearing completion. And once that bus stop has been completed, we will come here and tell you people that Mr. Senior Wright has done this for the township. But Louis K. Wheeler served as township commissioner here for years, for decades. For 1 decade, he served here. He did not do anything. We couldn't see the tangibles. People used to be crying in this township on the issue of land. There were times even he, the commissioner, he was chased from communities. He was chased out of few communities within the township. He was chased out of some of these communities only because he was not doing the right thing. He was not doing certain things he's supposed to be doing. He was not doing it. So I am not in any way defending Stanley L. Wright. I am not in any way defending Louis K. Wheeler or bashing at Louis K. Wheeler. No. I am saying what I know, what he did when he served the position of a commissioner of the township of New Georgia. Stanley L. Wright might have some issues. There might be people who have issues with Stanley L. Wright. It is up to them to resolve the issues they have with him. It is up to them to resolve their issues. If they wish to, that's fine. If they do that, it is up to them. It is up to them. So, all of you people who are conversing for Stanley L. Wright to be relieved from his position, It is your right. It is your right to campaign for somebody to be relieved of their position. It is your right to do so. But it is also the person's right too to get a job, to maintain their family, to contribute to the growth and development of their country. So to those of you who are canvassing for standing air right to be relieved from his position, it's up to you. And I listened to other folks. They said Mr. Stanley Elwright will be relieved of that position because he was deeply involved into the campaign process, campaigning for President Joe for President George Manaria. He was deeply involved campaigning. He was saying, oh yes, even I myself here. I saw Mr. Stanley Wright. I covered a few programs for the CDC where Mr. Stanley Wright was seen present. But on the overall, I think what he should have done was to cut across, to serve everybody diligently during the campaign period. I think if he would have done that, he would have set himself at a maximum peak. But he did what he think he could have done. And so the options now is upon the president elect after he has assumed the office of the presidency of this country. It is upon him to maintain standing right or not to maintain standing right. It is up to him. That is absolutely up to him. But what I have seen so far, standing right has been doing a lot of good things, and we must give a heart up to him. We must tell him thank you for the little thing he has done within the district. I mean, not just the district, rather, but within the township of New Georgia, he has done a lot of good things. And we hope and pray that if the incoming government decide to maintain him, he should double up. He should do more. So that is it. So that is it. We hope and pray that the best thing come out. So where this is this thing okay. So that is it there. So Mr. Steinway has done what he think he would have done. That's what he has done. And if he will be dismissed, it is upon the will of president elect upon assuming office. After he has assumed the office of the president of this country, it is upon his decision to maintain him or to tell him, say, boss man, you have to leave the position and have somebody qualified and competent than you to provide their leadership expertise to the township. So you have to leave. On another note, a tragic accident occurred in Totota, Bond County, where you have over 40 people lost their lives yesterday, according to a health authority. They said 40 people lost their life yesterday, and there are other people who are under critical conditions. Where if you see some of these people today, they are not really people to look at. They got burned. Some of them burned to ashes. Some of these people have received. Some of these people got injured, severe injury. Some of them are going through. Some of them got burned from head to toes. So you see, we have to be very careful how we do things in our country, how we intend to run, how we intend to do certain things in our country. Despite there are some of our people who are struggling, despite there are some of our people who are not struggling, but there are certain things we have to take into consideration our safety. Our safety needs to be taken into consideration by ourselves. No other person is going to maintain our safety. If we are citizens, if we are residents of a specific locality, cannot take our safety very serious, our safety into our hands. At the end of the day, we will have ourselves to be blamed. The incident that occurred in Totota, we regret that situation. It is very sad. We hope and pray such situation does not repeat itself. We hope and pray our people learn from what happened few days ago. That is a tragic situation. People got burned. Other media institutions reported that people got burned. Pregnant women, they left in that fire, in that explosion of the tanker. People die in the explosion of that tanker. It is not an easy thing at this time. It is something very, very, very much regrettable. It is a regrettable situation. Every single man in Liberia in this country should regret that situation. What transpired in Totota, what happened in Totota, that could be your sister, it could be your brother, it could be your aunt. That some of those people who died, some of those people who who receive or who are under serious injury, who sustain serious injury. Could be your mom, they could be your dad, they could be your brothers, they could be your sister, auntie, or uncle. They could be a relative to you. There is no way, there should be no way by which people should try to politicize the death of people. I listen to people saying these people went to steal fuel oil. These people went to steal gasoline. At this point in time, there should be no way, there should be no room. We should not be sitting anywhere in this country. There should be no corridor for people chastising those people who died, those people who lost their lives in the tanker explosion. We should not provide a corridor for that. We should be in solidarity. We should be in solidarity. We should be sending a solidarity messages to those people who lost their family, their loved ones, their relatives. Even the police commander in Totota, he sustained injury, severe injury. I saw a photo of him. Severe injury. That man got burned. Some of them currently at JFK. They are seeking medication. And government will have to intervene immediately as soon as possible. Government will have to intervene. So to some of you who are saying, oh, the people want to steal fuel. They went there to steal fuel. So as a result of that, that is the reason why this thing happened. As a result of that, that is the reason why this won't happen or that won't happen. We should not be saying that. There should be no space. There should be no room for that. It is not the time to be chastising people. This is not the time. Every one of us, we need to be in solidarity with those people who lost their lives, those who are on critical conditions. It is not an easy thing to accept. Seeing somebody who is related to you, going through such pain, it is a regrettable situation. Our condolences on behalf of the focal management. We want to extend our condolences to those family, to the bereaved family, to those who are seeking medications, and various government health entities within the country. We wish every one of you speedy recovery. Our condolences to the bereaved family, and we wish every one of you speedy recovery. Through the will of God, we wish you people speedy recovery. And we hope the Liberian government intervene into the process and see how they can provide a good medication for these people. See how best they can provide a best medication for these people. So that is it. And lastly, the joint presidential transition team. They call them the JTT Clean Up Volunteers, just to call the attention of the incoming governor of this country. These people, they are doing the best. They are doing extremely well. What these people are doing in the streets, Mr. President, as you assume leadership of this country, please do not forget about these people, because these are the people who few years from now, if they cannot get even what we might call an honorable job or a petty job to be doing, if these people cannot get it, there where their disenchantment, their dissatisfaction going to be coming from. There where you're going to hear these people calling on various media institutions here saying they are the abandoned Unity Party partisans. They are regretting why they have to vote Josh Manoia out. If the referee team will not be done, if they might not succeed, if these people will not get somewhere to be placed. I hope the incoming government, I hope the incoming president of the Republic of Liberia, um, 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 President-elect Joe Nima Bwaka can do the rightful thing, can look in the direction of these people, can look at these people and say, we have to do something for these people. Yes, the street is dirty. Oh yes, Monrovia is dirty. Monrovia is absolutely and actually dirty. There are certain places you go, you see dirt piled up in the streets, in the principal street, the capital city of this country. It's dirty. Mr. President-elect, if it comes to power, this is something you have to look into. Despite it is also one of your pillars. It is in your arrest pillars. In your arrest pillar, you have to take serious. You have to take serious attention to sanitation in this country. The piling of debt is just all over Monrovia. You can just tell people move from their houses. People, in fact, people will leave their homes. Imagine, for God in heaven's sake, people will leave their homes and then go out there, dump the dirt in the streets. For God in heaven's sake, who does that? Amen. For God in heaven's sake, you will leave from your house. You will collect the dirt from your house. You come in the streets, you dump the dirt along the road. You will leave from this country, you go to another country, you see how the people's streets are clean. And then when you come to your own country, you don't want to do so. You don't even have the capacity to do it. You don't even have the capacity to question yourself, to look in your face, to look at yourself and tell yourself, I cannot do this. This country belongs to us. We have to buttress the efforts of national government to clean this country. You will leave from your house, you will take the dirt from your house, you go and throw the dirt in the streets. And to the peace-based city cooperation, the person who is serving that position, Madam, you also have to do well in Pinsville. If you will be maintained by the incoming government, you also have to do well. And the person who will be appointed, if you will be relieved of your position as mayor for Pinsville City, that person who's going to come over there will have to work overtime. Red light is over dirty. The dirt in red light is too much. That place has become a hub of a dump site. Despite it is a commercial city, I mean, it's a commercial ground, but it is also a place where people have seen it very much necessary. They are deemed it very necessary to be dumping that there. And the Pittsburgh City Corporation sit there, they do nothing about it. Go there, even Labor Marketing Authority, the LMA, they goes over there, they collect money from for tickets. Marketeers who are selling in that part of red light. In red light, those marketeers who are selling there, you go there, you collect tickets from them, they pay for those tickets. At the end of the day, that place remain filthy, smelling stink to the extent you are passing through that place. If you are in your vehicle, you have to put your glasses up. If you are passing there through a motorcycle, you have to hold your nose. That place is dirty. We hope the incoming government can take heed to these things. They can look at these things. Thank God it is in their platform. Sanitation is there. So we will hold President-elect, who will soon be the president of this country, feet to the fire, to tell him, Mr. President, I mean not to the fire, but to checkmate him, to call him, to remind him, not to put his feet to the fire, but to remind him of the promises he made of his own platform, where he spoke of sanitation, to tell him that, Mr. President, he said during campaign period, he said X, Y, and Z. You have to work on it. You have to see how best you can achieve all of those things. Even if you cannot achieve everything. But you must make a significant strides. So that is it. To those who are in authority, those who are going to be coming to assume office or offices within this country, you are the eye of the president. You are the president able deputies to whatsoever ministries or agencies you're going to be assigned. If you do not do the right thing, if you are one of those government officials who going to be mesmerizing or who going to be very much arrogant to people, to those who went to the pool to elect you, and then you think you are in authority, you are presiding over this country, you are governing this country, and then you think because of the power you have, you can ride on the popular mandate of the people. You're going to be doing it to yourself? Where at the end of the day, the same way the people went to the pool, they exercised their constitutional franchise, that will be the same way they will go to the pool in 2029 to exercise their constitutional franchise. If the United Party government does not work at the will and pleasure of the people. The power is inherent in the people, not in you. Today you can be president and the people can rise up against you and say they don't want you. You will leave. You will have no options but to leave. So to those of you who are coming, who will be taking office, you have to be very careful. You have to promote the agenda that President-elect Joe Nima Bwaka will be coming with. You have to promote that agenda. Failure on your path to promote that agenda, you will have those who are in the opposition bloc staging numerous assembly, or somebody must say the protest. You will have a lot of people staging lot of assembly around the place, a lot of protests. There will be too much protestations if the United Party will not live up to the promises they made to the people. I cannot speak for them. I cannot speak for those in opposition or those who are about to go in the opposition or those who are coming in the governing circle of this country. I cannot speak for them. I'm not proud of the responsibility. I don't have the authority to speak for them. But we are sitting behind this microphone making our own analysis of national issues. We are making our own analysis on issues that matters to the growth and development of this country. So at the end of the day, people who are watching us, people who are listening to us, They will say, these guys, they say these things. They call on national government to do this. They call on national government. They told them that things are not okay. So that is it. The numbers to call 0778 39 57 12, 0778 39 57 12. The WhatsApp number is 0880779944, is the WhatsApp number. For the local lines, you can call 778 39 57 12, and then we're going to put you through to have your say. So that is it. So while we are still awaiting calls on our two lines here, this is something. Let me see what I can get this from. Let me see what I can get this to play this. Let me see what I can get this. This is an excerpt where I want to play. Let me see what I can get this. Please bear with me. Please bear with me. So that is it, though. You people have to do the right thing. Those who are coming to power, those who are coming to take offices in this country. If you do the right thing, this country will not burn. This country will not burn, and we are not prepared, and we will not go back. We will not revert to anything bad. Thanks and appreciation to the President of the Republic of Liberia, President George Weah, for maintaining the peace. Because you know one thing, our election, like what the UN Special Representative said yesterday during the certification ceremony of President-elect Joseph Nema Boakai. She said Liberia election was not only observed, was not just a priority to Liberians. It was a priority to the sub-region. It was a priority to Africa. It was a priority to the world. Because when Liberia is affected, when there is a conflict in Liberia, our neighboring country will be affected, the region will be affected, the continent will be affected, the country will be affected. These things will happen to whether it is an economic means, it will happen. We want to say hats off to the president, President George Weah, for maintaining the peace and stability of this country, because 12 years elections were held in this country for 12 years, where you have international securities. They were providing protections for us in this country, for us to transition where we were in this country for 6 years. We did not experience anything like the peace was tempered with. No, the peace was very stable in this country, where we enjoy the peace of this country. We went to elections within this country on a peaceful mantra. Bullets were not flying around here. Guns were not placed to people's forehead. If you don't vote for me, if you don't vote for us, if you don't vote for this party, we will go back to where we are coming from. No, we did not see that. We did not hear about that. So we must be congratulating President George Weah and his government for maintaining the peace and stability of this country for 6 solid years, to have maintained the peace. It is not just an easy thing for any African president to accept a 1% defeat, to have considered defeat ahead of NEC official results. There are a lot of presidents in the region, in Africa, around the world, who will not do that. There are a lot of presidents who will not do that. They won't agree to that. To accept the results of a country where they are presiding, where they are residing, where they are governing the country, they are presiding over the states. They control everything within the country. And then to have considered defeat ahead of the legitimate body that's supposed to pronounce, that's supposed to announce the official winner. It takes a lot of leaders to do that. We will carry this a long way. Liberia has set a very good record, a historic record with the absence of international security, United Nations, our own security, the LMP, the AFL, the Liberia Just Enforcement Agency, the Liberia Immigration Service. They were here, they maintained the peace of this country. We went to elections, we went to by-elections within this country, and it was peaceful. Moreover, we went to the presidential election in this country, and we saw it. We experienced the peace and civility that were exercised by the electors and those who are stakeholders within our country. We look forward to seeing the next government doing the same thing. We will also hold the next government to account. We will also be looking up to the next government to maintain the peace and stability of this country. Because if there is no peace in this country, we will not sit behind this microphone. There will be no way for us to come and sit behind this microphone. Press freedom will be tampered with. People will be afraid to sit on this platform. People will be afraid to sit on radio stations, on televisions, to make analysis, to analyze issues, to call government, to checkmate the government, to checkmate those who are stealing the affairs of this country. Look forward to a peaceful transition. And after a peaceful transition, we also look forward to maintaining the peace and stability of this country. So that is it. We are pressed with time. This is a 1 hour conversation. This is a 1 hour conversation. This is a 1 hour conversation, and we are already pressed with time. We have gone 1 minute. We have gone 6:24 already. It's already 6:24 in Liberia. Where we have gone 1 hour plus, one solid hours, one solid hour plus. We have gone 1 solid hour plus already. So this is how we like to leave, and then hopefully next week Thursday, when we come back here, we will bring you another fascinating edition of the program Inside District number 13. So my name is Mohammed Kanneh. I've been here since 5 o'clock. Bringing you issues that matter to the growth and development of this country. So that is it. We like to say bye bye from our end. We like to say thank you for watching us, and we ask you to please share the video so it can reach to many people as you can. Please share it in all of the video chat rooms that you are part of, all of the video groups you are part of on Messenger, on Facebook, on WhatsApp. Please share the video as it goes viral. So that's it. All right. So we promise you to be back here next Thursday with another fascinating edition of the program Inside District number 13. Very, very soon we have a surprise package for those who are following us via our live Facebook feed. For those who are our regular followers, we have a surprise package, but we cannot let that package out of the bag right now. That may come with the responsibility, with the authority to let that package out of the bag. Once I have been given the responsibility, the authority to pull the cat, to pull the surprise package out of the bag, I will dish it out to you right on this show. You cannot just afford to miss next Thursday edition of the program Inside District number 13. So wherever you are watching us from, we'd like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you based on your geographical location. Whatsoever the occasion might be, we'd like to say congratulations to you. Whether it is a wedding ceremony, it is a birthday ceremony, it is a graduation ceremony, we'd like to say congratulations to you. Celebrating Grand Star. Before you hear me, going to be next year. It's going to be next year. They're gonna be next year, January 4th. January 4th, 2023. You're gonna hear me, you're gonna see his face on your favorite program, Inside District number 30. Alright. So I'm out. I am out. I'm out for the week.